Who dares to read The Flight of the Hawk?
It is I who dared to do so. It is I who dared to do so. Many lives will be saved because I was able to see through to the soul of the world.
Why did you read The Flight of the Hawk?
I only read what the birds wanted to tell me. They wanted to save the oasis. Tomorrow all of you will die because there is more men at the oasis than you have.
Who are you to challenge what Allah has willed?
Allah created the armies, and He also created the hawks. Allah taught me the language of the birds. Everything has been written by the same hand.
Be careful with your prognostications. When something is written, there is no way to change it.
All I saw was an army. I didn't see the outcomes of the battle.
What is a stranger doing in such a strange land?
I'm following my personal legend. It's not something you would understand.
I had to test your courage. Courage is a quality that is most essential to understanding the language of the world. You must not let up, even after you having come so far. You must love the desert, but never trust it completely. Because the desert tests all men. It challenges every step and kills those who become distracted. If the warriors come here and your head is still on by sunset, come find me. Sit down.
Why do you want to see me?
Because of the omen. The wind told me you would be coming, and that you would need help.
It is not the wind that I spoke about. It's the other foreigner, the Englishman. He's the one that's looking for you.
He had other things to do first, but he's on the right track. He had begun to try to understand the desert.
And what about me?
When a person really desires something, all the universe conspires to help that person realize what it is.
So, are you going to instruct me?
No. You already know all you need to know. I'm only going to point you in the direction you need to go.
But there's a tribal war.
I know, but that's happening in the desert.
I have already found my treasure. I have a camel, I have my money from the crystal shop, and I have 50 gold pieces. In my own country, I'd be a rich man.
But none of that is what is from the pyramids.
I also have Fatima. She is a treasure greater than anything else I have won.
But she wasn't found in the pyramids either. Rest well tonight, as if you were a warrior preparing for a combat. Rest well tonight, as if you were a warrior preparing for a combat. Remember that wherever your heart is, there will be your treasure. Tomorrow, sell your camel and buy a horse. Show me where there is life out in the desert. Only those that can find life can find their true treasure.
I don't know the language of the desert, but I know there is life here.
I'm going to lead you across the desert.
I want to stay at the oasis with Fatima.
Fatima is a woman of the desert. She expects you to find what you're looking for. You must understand that love never keeps a man from pursuing him. If he abandons that pursuit, it's because it wasn't true love. The love that speaks the language of the world.
I'm going with you.
We leave tomorrow at sunrise.
Going away, and I want you to know that I'm coming back, and I love you because...
Don't say anything. One is loved because one is loved. No reason needed for loving.
Don't think about what you left behind.
I'll be back.
Everything is written in the soul of the world and will stay there forever.
You're almost at the end of your personal journey. I congratulate you.
And you've told me nothing along the way. I thought you were going to teach me some of what you know.
There's only one way to learn, and that is through action. Everything you need to know you have learned through your journey. You need to learn only one thing more.
So why are you called the Alchemist?
Because that's what I am.
And what went wrong when other alchemists tried to make gold and were unable to do so?
They were looking for gold. They were seeking the treasure of their personal legend, without wanting actually to live out their personal legend.
What is it that I still need to know?
Listen to your heart. It knows all things, because it came from the soul of the world. And it will be there. It will be the one day you return there.
Why do we have to listen to our hearts?
Because wherever your heart is, that's where your treasure is.
My heart is a traitor. It doesn't want me to go on.
That makes sense. Naturally, it's afraid that, in pursuing your dream, you might lose everything you own.
Well, then why should I listen to my heart?
Because you will never again be able to keep it quiet.
You mean you should listen even if it's treasonous?
Treason is a blow that comes unexpectedly. If you know your heart well, it will never be able to do that to you.
My heart is afraid that it will have to suffer.
Tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than suffering itself.
Why don't people's hearts tell them to continue to follow their dreams?
Because that's what makes the heart suffer most, and hearts don't like to suffer.
So, what should I do now?
Continue in the direction of the pyramids, and continue to pay heed to almonds.
What else do I need to know?
Before a dream is realized, the soul of the world tests everything that was learned along the way. Every search begins with beginner's luck, and every search ends with the victors being severely challenged. What are you doing here? I'm hunting with my apprentice.
Why do you have money?
I need to get to the pyramids.
What are these things? The Philosopher's Stone and the Elixir of Life.
Ha! Take them!
Are you crazy? What did you do that for?
To show you one of life's most valuable lessons. When you possess great treasures within you and try to tell others of them, you're not believed.
Does a man's heart always help him?
Mostly the hearts of those who are trying to realize their personal legends.
Does that mean I'll never run into danger?
It only means that the heart does what it can.